Hey, welcome back, listeners. We are live again from InfoComm 2023 with two very special guests. And as you know, I'm not going to introduce them. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. So go ahead.
You go first. Sounds good. My name is Kristin Bidwell. I am Senior Consultant and Director of AV and Acoustics at ACT Associates in Massachusetts.
Awesome. Hi, Kristin, and welcome.
Welcome.
And I'm Lainie Mataras. I'm Senior Director for Consultants, Architects, and the Design Group for Planar Systems.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Lainie, we've known each other for quite some time. Let's not put a number on it,
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
But so my first question to you is a little bit from a technology perspective.
Sure.
Where do you see, you've been in the industry for a long time, right? So this is just our first question that we ask everybody.
Sure.
Where do you see where we were 10, 15 years ago versus where we're headed in technology?
Great. So, as you know, I met you when I was at Crestron. So traditionally, Crestron was a touch panel control system solution.
Right.
So the evolution has been AV over IP, right,
Mm-hmm.
from the control system perspective. I just see that improving. But now I'm in the video world, and the video is just so hot. And I'm selling tons of LED, and I think what we're going to see is more immersive spaces, bigger emphasis on content, and definitely AI being brought into our tech, and maybe not as much hardware and more of a software platform as far as the evolution of traditional tech at InfoComm.
Right. And Kristin, what do you think?
Absolutely agree with what Lainie just said. We are seeing a big shift into just networked AV overall. Lots of AV over IP solutions. We are seeing a shift from projection to video walls
Displays.
to direct view LEDs.
Right.
We're seeing a big shift in people being interested in AI. When you look at unified communication systems, a lot of companies are bringing in AI to make the remote versus in-person collaboration more realistic. So we're seeing a big trend in that. And definitely a software based. Our racks are getting smaller,
Right.
And applications are kind of starting to definitely,
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, you both mentioned AI. We just ironically saw a demo from Hudley on their AI cameras that they're releasing, which is really it was really cool.
It's like
to
a
see.
free commercial for Hudley.
Well, I mean, sorry, like it was cool. We just saw it, so it's fresh on my brain. So, speaking of AI, thoughts, benefits, downfalls of it. I mean, obviously, it's the hot.
Are you terrified?
Are you terrified
No.
like we are? Like, or you feel like Terminator's going to show up somewhere? Like, is this like
Rise of the Robots?
Yeah. Is it something like that, or what do you see benefits to it?
I talked to Scott Walker from BaldAVGuys about AI, and then when you look at programming, there's thoughts that it's going to simplify how we do designs, it's going to simplify how we do coding, and it's going to eliminate businesses, right? That's the fear. So, do you put limitations on how you use AI? For me, as a person that does everyday work, I use it all the time. Help me rewrite my email, help me figure out some sort of formula, help me build a spreadsheet.
Right.
And it's literally taken such stupid tasks and made them easy for me while I can do something else. So,
No time wasted.
So true.
God, it's
so true.
It's so great.
Mhm.
I mean, you have to do your fact checking.
Right.
Of course.
I mean, not everything is right.
Right.
Although it's so much fun watching the bad stuff come out. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're seeing a big thing in video conferencing where they're able to kind of understand where people are sitting in a room, and now they're adding in spatial audio with AI. And if you're sitting on my left side, the audio comes from the left. Another person speaking from the right, it comes in, so it seems more realistic. They're also using AI, so if we talk at the same time, it doesn't just mute both of us out.
Right.
It will actually layer that audio like you're in a room, and you'll still be able to hear everybody. That's a really cool process. I think AI is going to be really important in design as well. It will be able to catch things that can't happen. So if you're installing something and it's not safe or structurally not going to work, or hey, this wall doesn't work, AI is going to be able to say, hey, try this instead. This worked. And I think it's just going to enhance our designs.
Sure.
So I'm very excited about it. I'm not scared.
I'll get there. I'll get there someday. I'm a slow adopter when it comes to AI. I think, I don't know. I watch too many movies. That's my fault. But let's change gears here for a second, right?
Sure.
Lainie, you were at Crestron before. If I was to go back to the time that we first met, I would say Crestron and Sapphire Marketing were probably the most women I've seen in the field back in the day,
Yeah.
right? Where do you think we are today compared to let's go back in time, and how do you think that has evolved for the market, the demographics in the market, so to speak?
So I try to be a glass half full all the time. So I'm going to say we're flat and downturning a little bit, but I'm not saying we're in a trouble zone. I think that, Kristen and I were just looking around, and there's not that many women that we see. And if we see there, some of them were front receptionist type
Right.
women in the booths. We want to empower women to be middle management, C-suite,
Absolutely.
see a future and a growth potential in AV as instead of doing just entry level administrator. Not that there's anything wrong, but there's a future in AV
Right.
for women. And I mean, Kristen's a perfect example. She is a leader of a leading consulting firm. She's a woman. She's smart, high tech. She competes with men all the time, and wins. Right. And I think that we
Love
need
it.
to have people to see these types of examples. That's why she's sitting here. And then we need organizations that empower women and challenge the manufacturers to start looking at who is in that room with you. Are there any women? Is there diversity? And I think we have to be bigger voices.
Yep. No, absolutely. We were just looking at statistics from 2022, and Avixa did a poll, said 13% of the attendees were women. And then there's about 9% overall in the whole industry that are women. And then in installers, also, it's only 9% women. So there's definitely room for improvement there. The women that I do know in this industry are amazing. And that makes a huge difference. And I think that people like Lainie, are amazing examples of what roles women can, achieve for in this industry. So we have a few really great women's groups in the industry that I think are very empowering. They're very open. We can talk about issues, people can get the support, but I think that there's still a huge need for support within companies. I'm lucky enough to work for a company that pushes me higher constantly,
Awesome.
which is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
In other firms, I have not had that opportunity at all. They've kind of kept me at a certain level. So I'm really grateful for the role that I have right now. But I think we need that. I think companies need to look at that and really support the women in the industry, and also, be mentors to women. Both men and women need to, kind of step up and
Absolutely.
Yeah.
bring
Tell
others
us
up.
about Wave It.
So
Tell us about Wave It. We want to hear. We want to hear
So,
about this. We want to hear about this. We've heard about it, but we want to hear more. Let's tell our listeners.
Wave It was the brainchild of Brandy Alvarado, Gina Sanzviero, Alice IED, Megan Duda, and others, to be as like the UN for the women organization. So we're not trying to replace anybody's organization. We're just trying to bring them all together under an umbrella and have everybody network with each other. So we are going to look, and we're in an infancy stage. So we are going to look for other organizations like Women in Construction or Women in IT, and bring them in and have us all learn from each other.
Sure.
And also look at our AV industry as a whole, like we were just saying, and look at the manufacturers and say, hey, be a sponsor of Wave It. See what we can do. We're going to have dedicated job boards where women can see jobs posted and feel safe to go out there and challenge and go for that job. I think one of the things about Wave It is that we're going to make ripples, make waves, and try to change the dynamics of where women stand in our AV industry. And we're actively looking for sponsors. I'm going to be calling on all my friends to pony up some money to build our networking ability.
Well, just so you know, Pace is a proud partner of Wave It.
Yes.
We're members. I'm
Thank you.
not sure we can say
Yay.
we're active members yet, but we plan on when
Great.
when we're called upon, we will be there. Rich is a girl dad.
I'm a girl dad, so this is heartwarming to me to
Yes.
see this, honestly. Like, just because I think of my two, I have almost 8-year-old, almost 4-year-old, so I kind of, and they're both already very tech savvy because they've grown up with it. So I can see them in this world that I've been working in for the past 20 plus years. Oh my goodness, 20 plus years.
Don't put a number on it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's amazing to see this, and I love what you guys are doing with this. I think was it Gina that we first chatted about with this a couple months ago, and we had her on the show. And it sounds like you guys are. You're making waves analogy, or your ripples. Sorry,
Making
I like
ripples,
that ripples.
making
I like the
waves,
ripples since Wave It is the
And we
acronym.
want to work with the other organizations
For
too.
sure.
So we're not trying to displace anybody.
Right.
So I think there's power in numbers, and then once you join, there might be some other opportunities. So women in construction might open a door for somebody in AV to go into another realm of tech. So,
My 2 cents on this, and I'll shamelessly come into our AV degree program, is for as long as I've been in this industry, no one has ever told anyone what this industry is really about, what the opportunities are, right? When you start, you're like, all right, go set up a projector there. Here's a TV, here's an HDMI cable. But nobody really knows how vast, how many opportunities there are in the AV industry, right? People don't understand that AV and IT marriage is happening, right? So that's the message that we want to provide, and that's the information that we want to give folks. So, for example, Rich mentioned this earlier, our AV introduction to AV course. We had 20 students, and 16 of them were female students.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. And it's something we're very proud of.
Very proud
right?
of that. Yeah.
And we have 3 students that one already has changed majors, 2 are considering changing majors, picking up as a minor degree program in AV. And
one has come working. Is coming to work for you too.
One
in
is going
addition,
to come work for me.
a rock star. She's our rock star student.
Yeah, and she doesn't know this yet, but the day she gets her minor degree, we're going to make her an absolute rock star.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to put her everywhere.
Yeah.
She doesn't know it yet.
She doesn't know it yet.
But we went to Crestron as a field trip, and they were so impressed, and they were like, "Oh my God, we had no idea this industry was so huge, and there were so many opportunities." So I think that's where, I don't want to say we failed, but I just don't think we put that information out there that people understand that there is an opportunity here. There is upward mobility here. So what is your take on that? Like, do you think we lack sharing that information to folks, or we're protective of that information, or whatever? Are we a culture that's like, if I tell too many people know about this and I lose my you know what I mean? Like,
absolutely. No, I think the industry as a whole needs to start in high school and start showing that this is actually even an industry.
Right.
And hit colleges and start introducing these ideas to students, because I went to Berklee College of Music. I did the audio engineering program, and for 4 years I thought that I wasn't disappointed about it, but I was like, I'm going to go work in New York City in a studio.
Right.
And that was really the only career that I thought about. I mean, I was doing live sound also, but I had no idea that consulting was even a job.
Right.
Until after college, I found out that 2 of my professors were consultants.
Right.
And I was like, what's that?
Right.
And then that's how I got my in the industry. Was I went and worked for McCabe and Hoover under Tony Hoover. And so I think there's a huge lag. People just don't even know that we exist. They walk through a hall, they say, oh, cool, video wall.
Right.
Like, that's amazing. Or, wow, this space sounds really good. But even I didn't even realize you work with architects, you design this, you install it, and there's all these steps. So I think we need to start young and just start introducing the industry to people and making people aware that it's even there.
Yeah.
I do work on multiple councils with AVGuys, including one called the Content and Learning Committee.
Okay.
And it's a group of there's about 20 of us from around the world. We meet once a month. We're actually meeting for 3 hours on Friday to talk about this exact topic. How do we recruit people? What are the pathways? Like, how can we prepare younger people for this industry, instead of just saying, okay, go out in the field and install this.
Right.
And they have no idea what they're doing.
Right.
So we're really trying to create pathways, figuring out where are people coming from, because obviously none of us have the same background,
Right.
which I think is really cool about the industry.
Agreed.
Right.
So we don't want to diminish that,
Right,
but we
right.
also want to prepare people for the industry and
Right.
say, hey, these are some pathways you can take. Here's some trainings you can take. So when you get that job or you go from intern to professional, you are prepared for your job.
Yeah.
So,
And I think in the nature of Wave It, we could take some of the work that Avix is trying to do and Wave It can do, and we can collaborate and actually build a better curriculum for these women, better pathways.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I think the mentorship would be great if there was something really organized and I can learn. I've been in the industry for 30 plus years. I would love to have a younger mentor to tell me, hey, what am I not hearing or what am I not learning? And maybe have them teach me and me teach them.
Right.
And I think it's cross-pollination that will make us successful. And I think the manufacturers have to have some more skin in the game.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I think as an industry, I think Avixa needs to push that initiative as members. You know, they have to push more women and have more women representation in the boards.
That's like you and I. I'm like the younger one, the younger mentor, cross-pollination thing. Yeah.
Every time with this guy.
Shout out to Avixa though. They're the ones that obviously run this whole InfoComm thing and they supply us with all the material for the courses that we run.
Yeah.
And I mean, it sounds like that could be a part of our 165 course.
Yeah.
You know, topic like this. We could probably talk about Wave It the entire course, and if there's content out there that we can share. Speaking of technology, quick little detour.
This guy loves detours.
I like detour. Got to go for a little
Awesome.
curveball. I'm just checking on time. So I don't
He
want
usually goes with pivot,
Well,
but we don't have
pivot.
coffee.
Oh, we don't have
Every
coffee.
time we say pivot,
Evidently we're supposed to do that. I didn't want Neto to give us like the "you're done" thing. So, what is
We just want to look at him.
Yeah, that's true.
Just
I'll keep
don't
my
make
head
eye
down.
contact.
So this could be work related, personal, whatever. You know, it's a open ended question. What is your favorite gadget or piece of technology that you couldn't live without? Somebody already said phone, so you know what? I'm gonna take phone off. I'm gonna take iPhone off the table because that was the easy solution. I mean, the easy answer, I think.
Okay.
So.
Well, mine's my iPad.
Oh,
I know.
Yeah.
You can't.
loophole.
So-
That was a loophole. I should have taken that off the table too. No, that's fair.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I use it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's my computer, it's my note taking, it's
Yeah.
my historical reference, it's my diary, it's
Okay.
my podcast listening, it's my entertainment.
Yeah,
And I literally use it every day.
that's fair.
So you're saying you listen to the BaldAVGuys all the time?
Yeah, it's on continual loop. I mean, I woke up at today at 4 a.m. in the morning. I listened to BaldAVGuys.
Wow.
Makes sense.
Wow.
I believe it.
Yes.
Why not?
Put me back to sleep. I'm joking.
Well done. Well done.
Right
Oh,
back
my
at me.
goodness.
Got it. It's fine.
Kristen, how about you?
I am tied to my laptop.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Fair.
Like
Yeah.
it's with me. It's with me now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but more fun.
Yeah.
Not necessarily tied to it every day.
Right.
But I have a really awesome VR setup at
Ooh.
home that we use for design.
Nice.
That's why
and
she's pro
and
AI.
That's
Interesting.
super fun, but it's also amazing because it allows us to collaborate with clients
Cool.
and get designs solidified like substantially faster than the
Yeah.
normal design process. So it's not every day I get to
Yeah,
use
yeah.
it, but it is a large tool that we use. For
Sounds
design.
like somebody we need to collaborate on our
Do you ever
300
use
level
it
course.
for fun? Like, do you ever?
Right?
Oh yeah, I sit in it all the time and hang out. Yeah, if I'm bored, I go into my other world. It's
I love
fantastic.
Our 300 level course is a lot more technical and might involve some stuff
AI
with
stuff.
AI
Yeah,
stuff.
absolutely.
So that would be very interesting to chat with you about
Yeah.
that offline further.
I get vertigo, so I can't go into that
yeah,
world.
yeah. We got to keep
Yeah.
him out of that.
I
but-
tried it once, and then
Dramamine? No,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I can do that. I can
Fair.
do that. Throw some Dramamine and then get in there. You know,
Fair.
figure
it's
it
a good
out.
time.
Yeah.
If you could invent a new app, any new app
Hmm.
that could be helpful in your life, what would it be?
I came up with $1 million idea already just before.
What was
so.
Donnie had $1 million idea, right?
No, that was my idea.
Oh yeah, but he said it first.
Is
I
the
don't
app
know.
called Donnie?
I'm sorry.
Is the app called Donnie?
No,
No,
No.
Donnie Merritt from UCF. Sorry. Good.
Actually,
Could be.
I would buy that app. I don't know. That's such a good question. I mean,
Or if you can't think of an answer to that one, how about if you could have any superpower related to technology? What would it be, and how would you use it? Is that one easier?
I would have a
Unlimited
built-in.
bankroll.
Yeah.
Unlimited bankroll.
Bankroll.
There you go.
Yes.
$1 million.
I'd have a built-in AI chip so I can have all the answers.
Ooh.
Ah,
Whether
Heyo.
they're right or wrong, I would sound like it was perfect.
direct connection to ChatGPT.
Wow.
You can answer every question from your clients. That
That
would be
is
amazing.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Like
Nice.
Instantly.
Nice. Nice.
I'm gonna change it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go a different route.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Oh.
Mocha
Curveball.
almond fudge.
Mocha.
Wow.
No hesitation. Right
Yeah.
out.
Wow.
Look at that.
Coffee chip.
Oh,
Coffee
okay.
And
chip.
I make my own.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I make my own ice cream.
How did
Roll
I
it
not
like in
know
a ball?
this?
I
Unbelievable.
have-
That's
yeah,
wild.
I have an attachment to my KitchenAid mixer,
Love it.
and I make my own ice cream.
That's
How come
awesome.
I've never
need
heard
that
about this before?
attachment. I have a KitchenAid.
Full fat, no low fat.
What?
Mm.
Well,
That's-
full fat.
Mm.
course.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Oh,
fair.
oh,
What's yours?
pista-
I'll
oh,
bring you a
pistachio,
pint.
yeah.
Pistachio? Yeah,
bring
bring
it-
us a plate next
I'll
time.
bring you
Yeah.
a pint.
Oh, maybe we should sell
Absolutely.
ice cream. Should we sell ice cream?
Wait, how?
I
How did
don't
we
know.
get here?
I don't know. My favorite. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a Rocky Road mint chip person.
Oh,
Rocky
love
I
that
can't
chip.
decide between the two of those.
I was
Depends
like-
if I'm in a mood or not. Like mint chips, kind of like refreshing, whereas the Rocky Road is like
I can't
you
do mint,
you know.
man. Just
Why
mint doesn't
not?
do for me.
really.
What's
Yeah.
your favorite ice cream?
Pistachio.
Oh, pistachio. Yeah, I mean that's
Ah.
pretty good too.
Same color.
Yeah,
same
fair,
color,
fair.
but yeah,
Fair.
taste is very different.
Yeah.
You want to do streaming season real quick?
Yeah, streaming season.
Are you gonna do it? Or you want me to do it?
So, streaming
So,
season, right? Rich Miller here tries to be a cool guy, and he comes up with all
Throw
these
me
like,
under the bus.
what's the word fleek and all this hip language
well,
that I don't
Try to
understand.
talk like the kids do, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
So
like
Yeah,
our
but
Can you
college,
be my mentor?
like our college students. Well,
you can find better ones.
wow.
I'm kidding.
Wow.
So streaming season is what are you watching these days?
It could be anything.
Netflix,
Yeah, it does. Could be Netflix,
Hulu. You know, there's a million.
Could be live
streaming
TV.
apps.
Could be sports.
Ooh, that could be the
movies.
app that
What?
you get.
Kristen, you go
Oh,
first.
all right. Yeah, sure. I am a massive Red Sox fan.
Oh,
So not necessarily streaming, but
no, that's cool.
anytime I can get to Fenway, I go. If not, it is on TV.
Did
So-
you know that we're from New York?
I hate the Yankees.
Oh,
Okay,
thank you.
so-
I'm a Met fan.
You're welcome.
I made
a
a
Met
little.
fan.
I made a little
I have
note here
to-
though. You mentioned Massachusetts. Are you a Celtics fan? Because I am a diehard Celtics
I am
fan.
a Lakers fan.
Oh man! Wow.
I'm so
I'm
sorry.
sitting down. I'm actually sitting down.
I grew
Ooh,
up-
that hurt. That hurt.
This
I thought
is
you were gonna be. I
great.
thought you were gonna be like, yeah.
I grew up on the West Coast.
Oh,
This is great.
When Kobe Bryant and
well,
Shaq were
yeah.
playing.
I mean,
and
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's
I
fair.
am a huge
Okay.
fan.
I'm a big
Okay.
Kobe
Yeah.
fan.
Okay.
This is great.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
broke Richie's heart. in
Yeah,
so
I thought
many
we were gonna have
pieces.
something in common
You're
with the
smiling.
Celtics.
You're smiling.
Well, he's a Knicks fan. So.
I'm a Nick. Well, yeah, I have no reason to smile.
Yeah,
ever.
no reason to smile there.
I'm a Yankee and the Giants.
Okay.
Giants. You got that.
All right,
Yeah.
Yankees.
I'm a Met fan. So.
I'm an old-time Giants. I like the Mets too.
What are you
Yeah.
watching though? Anything good?
So I don't really watch TV.
That's fair.
That's
Yeah.
a big thing. But
That's
I
fair.
watch every cooking show.
Okay.
I love cooking shows.
Very fair.
Yeah.
Learn
Very
about the
So,
new, latest ice cream trends. Make it home.
always,
Yeah.
Always.
What's your favorite cooking show?
So there's Farm Meets Girl.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
she is Asian and Jewish heritage, and she blends both in her cooking. But it's fun stuff, and I'm like riveted
Interesting.
by her.
Nice.
Yeah.
That
Awesome.
is. I gotta look that up. What's it called?
Farm Meets Girl.
Cool.
Farm Meets Girl.
Excellent.
Like Boy Meets World. I just got that.
little Corey Matthews reference.
Yeah, yeah. Just like we were talking about Donnie before, I'm into the older shows, the newer
Yeah.
shows. I just don't get most of it. Yeah, Boy Meets World, Friends. Do you guys like Friends?
I
Donnie
love
said he doesn't
Friends.
like
Oh, thank
Oh,
goodness.
yeah. We're good.
Thank goodness. That's
Seinfeld.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Friends
on and
is
off,
Friends
but
is
yeah.
up is my number one. Like
Yeah.
I fall asleep to it every night, that type of thing. But our previous guest, who will remain nameless,
Yeah,
did not
Donnie.
like Friends.
Wow.
He did not like Friends.
Yeah, yeah.
I was a little heartbroken. I was actually a little more heartbroken over that than the Lakers thing we got going
You're
on.
lying. You're
No,
lying.
I'm lying.
You're
I'm lying. Lakers are a rival.
Damn it.
Lakers are gonna have more rings than
All
Celtics.
right. Well, thank you guys for joining us. We want to wrap it up because I know we're getting close to time here. How can
Yep.
people get in touch with you? And how can you get in touch with
I'm
Wave It and so on and so forth?
Super active on LinkedIn.
Okay.
So just check me out, Lainie Mataras on
Okay.
LinkedIn.
Awesome.
And Instagram, Twitter. I'm at Planar all the time. You can text me, email me.
Cool.
I'm on LinkedIn as well. So Kristin Bidwell.
Awesome.
And,
Awesome. And the Wave It, do you have
So
do you wanna-
contact me.
Okay.
And I will talk to you. It's womeninaVIT.org
Okay.
is our website.
Awesome.
Sign up. You're going to see more things from Wave It to come. And if you find me on the show floor, I'll have these really cool drink cozies
Yep.
and
Excellent.
hairband ties.
Ah,
And here's yours.
Great, thanks.
very
So
cool.
It's great for women to
Hairband
go out.
ties doesn't seem very
Yeah.
inclusive.
It's not good for the BaldAV
What about the
guys.
BaldAV guys?
But
Put it on your wrist.
I'll
women-
put it on my wrist.
yeah, but when women
Done.
go out
Sold.
for a drink
Yeah.
and they can put it over their drink so they don't get roofied.
That's
Safe
That's
drinking out
very
there.
safe.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
actually a really cool idea.
That
Clever.
is a really cool idea.
Totally.
Should patent that.
Wave It has it. So,
Yeah. All right.
just see
So
me.
all the sponsors out there that are listening, Wave It is looking for sponsors. So
Yeah.
call Lainie right now.
Yes.
Right now.
Thank you so much for the plug.
Right
Awesome.
It's awesome seeing
Yeah.
you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you
This
guys
was
for
great.
Thank you
coming
so
on. We really
much.
appreciate your time.
And take care.